Hey, how's it going? My name is Jeff Jerina. Recently, I finished writing my new book called Faith Without Fear. When you get this book, I want to give you some free resources. But before we do, I want to tell you what this book is about. But more importantly, I want to tell you what this book is not about. Now, this book is not just another how-to book on evangelism. But after you read it, you'll know exactly how to share your faith to anyone at any time. Now, this book, it's also not about giving you every answer for why you believe in Jesus. Yet, what you learn inside of here will give you the information and power to respond to the harshest critic with courage and ease. Now, if you currently struggle to share your faith, or how to even start a conversation about the gospel, my guess is you probably have some fear that's keeping you from sharing the hope of Christ. But in my experience, rarely is the cause for not sharing the gospel based on fear, your age, vocation, or even biblical knowledge. It typically comes back to something that at first it's hard to see, and that's the bad news. But it's a lot easier to fix, and that's the great news. And that's what you'll get in this book. The solution that will help you remove any fear that you have about sharing your faith. For over a decade, I've had the opportunity to work with fellow Christians, people like you and me, to encourage and equip them how to share their faith in a simple, natural way. And what I've learned is that God wants to use everyone to proclaim His name, regardless of your age, vocation, or even your biblical knowledge. You see, your story matters. In fact, more than 8 out of 10 people come to a saving knowledge of Jesus Christ through someone like you, a friend, a family member, coworker, or even a neighbor. And chances are, you know someone right now who needs the hope of Christ in their life. And the easiest way to do that is by sharing God's love with those around you. This book is the culmination of God's radical work in my life and a course I developed back in 2008 that has taught others how to confidently share their faith. Are you excited? Now I'm curious, are you interested to see what's inside here? Check this out. The first thing you'll learn about when you go through Faith Without Fear is how valuable your personal testimony really is. You'll then read about some real-life witnessing accounts that use the method for sharing your faith that I teach you in this book. These stories will give you the encouragement and inspiration to simply share the gospel. Next, you'll discover the secret to successful evangelism that will help you crush any fear that you have about sharing your faith. And then you'll learn a simple step-by-step method for sharing the hope of Christ with others. Now, I don't just stop there. I also give you some other really cool and free resources, as well as discussion questions for individual or group study. Now, like I said before, this is the same method that I use to share the gospel and have taught other believers to do the same. I'm so excited to take you through this training as well. It's going to help you literally remove any fear that you have about sharing your faith and empower you to impact the lives of others for good, for all eternity. While you do that, the most exciting thing is that your faith will increase as you remember what Jesus Christ did for you. Now all you have to do is take the first step. Just click the button to order your copy today.